Welcome back, guys. After a summer of interesting transfers and a little bit on the quiet end, we got a great video on this one coming up. It's going to be our Arsenal season preview and summer recap. So, just to start off, the summer for them was actually a little bit more than I thought. It was actually good as far as the transfer dealings for Arsenal specifically. They got Leno, which is a great keeper. Definitely a great number two, even if Czech still lines the one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Czech takes a little bit of the back seat. We got Lichtsteiner on the free transfer from Juventus. I think that was a great pickup on their part. And another defense they picked up from Borussia Dortmund was Socrates. And then on the outs, you're going to see Sina Cazorla, Mertesacker as well. Both of them leave. Wilshire as well. And Callum Chambers on a loan. Guys, what do you think Arsenal going into this coming season? What do you expect from them? What do you think is going to be a big part? How do you think they're going to do?
I mean, the first summer in 22 years without Arsene Wenger, so dawn of the new era.
That's the biggest out for them.
Yeah.
And obviously the biggest in is Emery. So I'm interested. That's my thought process. I'm interested to see what's going to happen here because
Quiet optimism should be the phrase most Arsenal fans are going with.
Yeah.
Not expecting too much,
watching them,
but expecting hope or maybe some positive football.
Yeah. Watching them in preseason, I can already see such a big change. Like, there's like 100% insistence on playing out from the back, really, really high pressing, and like just a very similar tiki-taka style to most top 6 teams now. So it seems like Emery is not compromising in the way he wants to play. It seems like he won't accept players who are below his level, his style. It's going to be similar to how City play, how Tottenham play, how Liverpool play. Liverpool do it a bit differently because they're very, very high intensity. But you can see like a clear method that Emery is trying to implement with this Arsenal team. And I think that's good. I think they need some sort of identity before they can really start getting results.
And I mean, they have the players. They have Ozil, Aubameyang, Lacazette. So the pieces are there. It's just how Emery decides to align them.
Yeah, and again, coming back to it, I think the identity part is so important because I feel like Arsenal for the last 2-3 years have just been like without an identity. I watched them play and I'm like, what are they really good at? You know, they're not even good at the old tiki-taka that they used to be. They're not good at long balls. They're not good at, like, it was kind of strange watching them, but I really see what Emery's trying to do, so I'd like to see how it ends up with him, especially with his new signings.
Here's what I think Arsenal fans have to look forward to. I think this year, if we're being realistic, it'll be ideally a top 5 finish. I think it'll probably be on the lower end of that top 5. It would be nice if they can make Champions League, although I wouldn't be betting on it. But that being said, though, they have the very good groundwork laid, I think, with Emery as their manager. I think it'll take a year where they really need to kind of mesh, play well together, kind of really get used to his style of play as well. And then with the players they picked up, I think they have laid the groundwork for next season to actually then probably break back into the top 4. So I think this season I wouldn't put too much on it, but I think it's going to be good as far as laying the groundwork, really getting them prepped for next season where, you know what, hopefully that should be their breakout season.
I agree. And sorting out their defense is probably their biggest concern. Their attack seems more or less, it's good enough. But their defense with, Mustafi and their fullbacks aren't too great. So Socrates should help with that. But they probably still need more reinforcements, more replacements. Like, I don't think
Isn't
Mustafi
Lichtsteiner
is
also a defenseman? I think he'll be good at least for the year for them.
Yeah, he is. It's just I hope he can handle the pace of the Premier League because he's 35 now. I'd like to see how he does. Bellerin's going to have some competition now, but yeah, that's like the main thing they need to sort out. And hopefully with this new style of play, Emery can figure out what the best way to play with these players is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, just like Klopp, I think they're more suited to cup competitions. And looking at Emery's track record, I mean, 3-time on-the-trot Europa League winner. So we could see Arsenal potentially getting into the Champions League through that means next season.
I think he actually had most cup wins as well over any other manager in the past like X amount of years too. So
Could be, yeah.
I remember saying that stat a while ago, and it was and that was the case. So it'll be even if they can pull out like an FA Cup win, maybe an English Cup win or something like that, it'll be a good start off at least for the upcoming years. Now, where do you guys expect Arsenal to place season-wise? I know I briefly mentioned it, but where do you think
I think
as far as that? And are they in the Europa as well?
they are. They are.
They are.
Okay, so
And-
how about both of those then? Where do you think realistically what's going to happen with them?
I think it would be a massive coup for Emery if he managed to get in the top four. Like, I think that would nominate him for like Premier League Manager of the Year.
Yeah.
That's how good I think they'd have to be to get in the top four.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with 5th or 6th. I think it's between Arsenal and Chelsea for 5th and 6th. Sorry, Tristan.
Ooh, okay.
No, I think
Shots
Arsenal
already
are
fired.
finishing a solid 6th, could be lower if Wolves or Everton
Yikes,
you know,
yo,
pick up their
chill.
socks. But
That's brutal.
yeah, I really don't see Emery having that much of an effect in his first season. And like my mate Gary Neville said, Arsenal need a
My
summer
mate
of
Gary
transfers. Arsenal need a couple of summers of transfers before Emery can finally, stamp his identity on this team. And I feel like Arsenal will have to produce something special to get anywhere close to the top four. So I'm going with 6th.
Yeah, I agree with that. 5th, 6th place is a relatively fair approximation of where they'll end up. That being said, though, I'm more doing it not because the team quality isn't there. It's more they just really need to mesh together, and it does generally take a bit of time for players to really learn to play well together.
For sure.
And I think the year will do them some good, and then next year is when they'll be having their breakout year. But anyways, it's at least promising for Arsenal. We'll see what happens. Oh, I guess we should also mention big news, though, is that Kroenke, something like that, ended up buying all the shares now?
I don't think if it's confirmed yet, but that was the talk.
If that happens, that's going to be very poor for them. That's going to be huge issues. But I guess as more news comes out on that, we'll touch on that later. But that's going to be a blow to them if that's the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, a season of cautious optimism, I'd say.
Yep. Though it's I can fairly accurately describe what's probably going to come up. So that's your season preview and your summer recap. Thanks for watching, and check us out on the next videos. See you guys.